Well, welcome everyone to another episode of The Real Franchise. This episode is another one of our Meet the Team. So we're going to actually catch up today with Danny. My name's Justin Kelly. For those of you that don't know, I'm one of the owners of James. And yeah, just looking forward to hosting this, catching up with Danny. So Danny, where are you based in the country?
Yeah, so I'm in Mount Barker, South Australia. So Adelaide Hills, probably easier for the people outside of South Australia. So yeah, good spot.
Right. And you're you are our first franchisee since we've sort of re-entering into the South Australian market. And one of the reasons I'm really excited about today's is, for those of you listening, Danny has just finished his first week in his business. So you're brand new to this.
Yeah.
So week one, often the toughest. How did it go? For those of you listening, I don't know. I'm in the deep end here. How'd you go week one?
Yeah, look, it was good. I mean, I did a lot of pre-work in training, so hit the ground running to an extent. So yeah, it was a good first week. Could have been busier, but I think I did around 1.2, 1.3K.
Yeah.
Bucks.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
So I had a few steady jobs and already locked in 3 or 4 regular customers. So
fantastic.
You always want more, but it was a good start.
Yeah, for your first week. And Did you have many quotes to do, and how did they go?
Yeah, the quotes are good. What did I end up doing? I reckon I did about 8 quotes, and all 8, I believe, went through.
Right.
So one of them carried into this week, but yeah, I haven't had a no yet. So it's been good.
That's fantastic. And I think just walking people through that information process that you went through, I think you went through some of it with Bella, but who does what I do with James as well. But one of the key concerns people have is quoting. So, I mean, this was your first week. How did you feel after the training in doing the quoting?
Yeah, I just thought of it as dealing with people. So I didn't emphasize too much on the pressure of the quote and the figure. It was more chat to them, what do they need? I can do it. Here's the price. When you want to book it in. So I sort of just took control of it that way. And, yeah, people loved it. They loved when you get back to them quickly. So I think that's a big thing for anyone joining up, is get onto your leads very quickly.
Yeah. Yep. That's awesome. So let's rewind to pre-James. What were you doing 2-3 months ago? What was it that sparked? Well, I guess what were you doing, and why did you start looking for something different?
Yeah, so I was a sales rep for Worth, so they deal with the automotive industry. And yeah, loved the job, but just wanted to be working for myself. Like, I'm sitting here making other people money. Why not make myself some good money? So, and just, you learn a lot working for yourself. So, yeah, it was a bit of Googling, and I found you guys on the internet and did a bit of a comparison compared to other companies, and here we are.
Yep, cool. Can you remember what it was that you saw that sort of made you put that first inquiry in? What was it that attracted you?
Yeah, it was the subscription model, to be honest. So, to throw down sort of 30 and 40K upfront on something is always off-putting, but when there's a subscription model in place and I can pay it off over time, there's less risk involved, I guess, to a point. And yeah, then I did a bit of research on you guys and comments and feedback and YouTube and all this sort of stuff. So it just all gelled together. So a bit of a no-brainer.
Right. And, obviously through the information process, was it hard to get the information? Did you have the information that you needed to, was there anything you felt that were gaps through the process?
No, it was very easy. Like, obviously I did a chat with Bella. She come loaded with spreadsheets and data and the visuals for people that just don't like to hear the information. There's visuals. I'm a bit of a visual as well, and it was all there. There was no hidden on the side, or fine print I had to read down the bottom. It was very transparent. So, and the fact you guys give me, I think it was like 10 or 12 numbers to call around the country, other franchisees.
Right.
Just peace of mind. Nothing is being hidden. It's all there.
Right. And so then you signed up, you went through the cooling off period that everyone's got to go through. And because you're in South Australia, you actually had to travel interstate to Victoria for your training. I guess the first week or 3 days is in the classroom. So actually that was in the middle of the Victorian fires. So we had to change at the last minute. That's right. And had to fly trainers into Melbourne because, it was a bit of a mad panic on the weekend beforehand. What in your mind now, that's only 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, what stuck out that you picked up in that first week in the classroom stuff with Greg?
Again, it was all just very open and transparent. Like, it was a very open discussion. Any question you needed, you could just ask. Greg's obviously had his own business as well, so he knew the ins and outs, and it was a lot of information, but an easygoing environment to do a training into. So that was good.
Awesome. And then you finished that, and you went straight into training with Luke, so practical training, and he's down in Leopold. Is that right?
Yeah,
down on the bottom
Leopold near Geelong. Yeah.
Yep. And so, how did they go? What did you learn in that? What did you take away?
Luke, on the side note, it's a good bloke, so I won't throw him under a bus. But no, he's brilliant. He's obviously even before James, had a background in horticulture, all this sort of stuff. So a lot of just quick tips on different whippersnipper and just things you don't know when you're doing your own gardening. The tiniest trick, and you're saving 10 minutes on a job. Like, he's brilliant. So
and he did the quoting training with you, did he? Was it?
Yeah. So we were quoting customers, or we'd do a job and he'd say, "How much do you reckon?" And we'd go through it all. So at the start, I was way off. I'm just like, had no idea, but 2 days in, and he pulled that back in for me. So no, he's brilliant.
Yeah. So you had 4 days with him, then you drove home, and then straight into it.
Yeah. So, not much time to rest. It was just straight into it, which is how I planned it anyway, but wouldn't change it.
Awesome. So you're full on, this is full on now, week 2 for you. I guess if you wouldn't mind sharing for those, like, where do you hope to get to? What's yours? Do you have any plans? What's your perfect world look like in your own business?
Well, I had a short-term goal and a long-term goal. So short-term was sort of hit the $1,000 a day sort of within 2 months, was sort of a, whether that's a stretch, but that's where I'm sort of aiming.
Right.
And sort of the long-term goal after that is, get 1 or 2 guys under me, a little bit less time off the tools, and just I go out and get the business.
Yes.
Because that's what I'm comfortable doing. So that's the long-term goal. So
right.
We'll see how long it takes, but at this rate, it might be quicker than I thought. So we'll see.
That's awesome. Very good. Okay. Well, thanks so much for coming on. It's a good short one today, but I just thought it'd be great for people to meet someone who's literally just kicked off. It's all raw, it's all fresh. And because it's like, as you know, I meet with people every day that are looking at joining, and the key concern is, how am I going to go in the beginning? And right, I must admit, and I'm saying this for the people listening, the one thing I've noticed with you, Dan, that's really, you got in and did everything with, as the coach, we call it our onboarding. You got in early. Well, not early. You did everything as the guys were saying, and you're really earning your success. You're using the system to catapult yourself, which is, full credit to you for doing it, and that's why you're getting the results. So if you're listening to this, that's what you got to do. Follow the system, get in early, go hard, and then you can, come away at the end of week 1 knowing, hey, I just earned money. Like, week 1 of
if you come into it sitting on your hands and expecting it to be spoon-fed, it won't work, but you
exactly
get it there and talk to as many people as you know, businesses, etc., and you just chase it.
Fantastic. Thanks so much, Dan. And we might leave it here and hope to see, if you're listening, see you on the next episode of The Real Franchise.